Hey, I'm Shay.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Elle.
And we are Apartment
24. So we still have our lovely guest stars with us, Tamika, Tiara, and Tati. Unfortunately, we do not have Holly with us today for part 2. Hopefully she'll be back with us for our next episode though, after this. But welcome back. Thank you guys for joining us again. So as we said before, this is part 2 to our body image series. So we're just going to continue the conversation on body image.
All right. So how was everybody's day, real quick?
Nice. Yeah, it was nice.
Okay.
It's really nice outside.
It got so much cooler. I was like, thank God.
Yes.
Didn't get to go outside yet.
It's nice out.
Don't worry, my makeup done. I'm going outside.
So we're back for part 2 of our body image episode. In part 1, in case you missed it, we were talking about our personal views on body image and how we felt about it, our experiences and our journeys through life that led to our current body issue state of mind. So for part 2, we're going to talk about plastic surgery and how that shapes body image, social media, and things like that.
Okay. So next question. I'm going to show you guys a clip and I want to hear your thoughts on it. Sorry, guys.
They have single-handedly, I'm just going to call it ace of space. The Kardashians have single-handedly changed the woman's body shape that's acceptable now. Now, it's small waist, all this ass, what looks like the ankle can't even hold up all of that. You know what I mean?
That's a fool.
Yeah. And it's like, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't want my body to look like that. Because that's the body that everybody has now.
Everyone's the same.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Everyone's shaped the same now because they're all going to the doctor getting the same exact.
But what is that going to look like when you're 70?
That part. Or even, wait a minute, for them when they get 40. Yeah.
And it's already looking a
And
fool.
they're making
It's already looking a fool.
generation after that feel like that's what they have to do to secure the bag, as they say now. So now securing the bag is they're making it in a way in which this is what you have to do to secure the bag now, because this is the way it's going. Because now we have social media and we're Insta famous off Instagram. Mm-hmm. And now it makes us go, oh, well, wait a minute, we got to do a little bit of that. So that's why you see the 40s and 50-year-olds working and everything. And it's like, oh, that's what we're doing. I can't do that.
So, what do you guys think about that?
Wait, so might I add, listen, I haven't seen Selena Johnson in years, and homegirl looking real good. Okay?
You haven't seen it about what, 2000?
Oh, tea.
Looking real good.
Lisa Ray looks beautiful also.
Yes. Lyrica over there just giving you old but sexy. Like, okay, man.
It's still
all right.
So they still got it.
So what you guys think about the comment she made?
It's true, honestly. It's like social media, and I ain't gonna hold you, the Kardashians do have a lot to do with why a lot of the young women are thinking, hey, if you look a certain way with the big old butt and the legs that don't match and the no waist, but you got big breasts, like you're gonna get what they have, which is big old houses and cars, not knowing that their dad was one of the lawyers for O.J. Simpson. Did you not know that? They have money way before they started changing their bodies. So that just has something to do with a lot of women thinking, hey, I need to have that, like she said, to secure the bag or to secure the baller. And the type of men that will want me is the type of men that want them type of women. So let me change myself for them.
Mm-hmm. Like, I wouldn't say that they're like the main reason why people are now accepting it. I just think they have a bigger platform when it comes to social media, because they're all over, not just on Instagram and Twitter. We talking about like they done made makeup lines. Kim Kardashian came out with a shapewear line. She's putting her sisters on. I just feel like the things they're doing, people have been doing that in like music videos and stuff, but they just became like social media famous, and now it's acceptable because of the brand that they created with their name.
Right. How did Kim Kardashian get famous?
A sex tape.
A sex tape.
And not for nothing,
Dirty.
like, Black women, we've had bodies before the Kardashians came along. I think they made it normal for women who traditionally don't have bodies, like white women at an earlier point in time, to be like curvy and to make it seem glorified. And I think that's problematic because they are glorifying these bodies, but not really dealing with the struggle that has come along with Black women who have those bodies. Like,
exactly. They're cultural appropriating.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially.
Exactly. And not even giving credit, especially when Kim Kardashian got Black children. Like, Khloe Kardashian has a Black child. Like, I think it's so crazy. Don't tell me it's boxer braids, but it's cornrows.
Cornrows.
I forgot about that. Somebody called them
It's cornrows. Like, you have Black kids, and it's crazy.
And I feel like the body
call them boxer braids.
Natural. A lot of Black women don't have bodies like that either because it's not natural.
Yes.
When you do see a Black woman that has that naturally,
you be like, oh damn.
But not everybody has that. And then when you talk to them and you hear the struggle, it's so hard to find this that fits. My back is hurting, my shoulders are hurting, all of this is hurting because you're unproportionate. It's not natural. Sometimes it is natural, but it still hurt. It's painful.
Right.
I don't know why you want to do that anyway, because like they said, your butt is not supposed to be that big and your thighs are not supposed to be that small.
Exactly. It should be, your thighs should be able to carry yourself behind.
Your weight
is, like she said, the tiny ankles and
Right. You wobbling when you
the weeble wobble. Trying not to fall down. Like,
okay, exactly.
Especially in your heels. Like, girl, you about to kill yourself.
Your waist and your chest. Your chest should not be so big and your waist should not be that small. You should be carry the weight. Because if you're not proportionate, then that's where you have all this pain and all these health issues.
Right.
But, that's not what everybody's thinking of. They're not thinking about health issues. They're thinking about now. They think about getting the money now. Like, you see social media, you see businesses on social media, they got millions of dollars, and you like, how? You looking at them, they're using something to make everybody want to buy. So a body is going to be it.
That's how a lot of people get their money too, like that. Like, you literally become an Instagram model. You get your butt, your boobs done, take a rib out here and there, put some pictures up, gain some followers, and you making like $2,000 just from off of like 5,000 likes or whatever on a picture. That's how people make their money now.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, not OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. But that has for OnlyFans to be a thing, that culture of you gotta have a nice body, you need to be like Insta famous, you need to be on social media. That's insane. Like, and OnlyFans would not have happened years ago. People would look at you crazy for doing that.
Especially like publicizing that you got an OnFans. That sounds like a back page to me.
Right.
What OnlyFans is. Like, what is OnlyFans? I've never heard of that before.
Sound like a weird back page.
Bro, what? You never heard of that?
It sound like back page. Like
a page where you can sell your nudes.
Oh.
Dress up sexy and you sell
your
nudes.
Put up sexy.
Yes, it is a version of
showing everything.
It's like
pictures out there, and you get paid for it.
It's the new blackplanet.com.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry, y'all.
Right, but people are proud to say they have one. Like, that's insane to me.
Yes, like oh,
I remember when you was starting in body, that was secretive. Like, nobody had to know for the people that
tell people that.
Yeah. Like, also at the strip club last night. No, you didn't, bitch.
No, you didn't, bitch. And then you got no pictures in it. That's back in the day when you couldn't take your phone or no pictures in the club. Like, now you got a bunch of lawyers that's like, bitch, I never did that in my life.
Your professor, you went into the back.
Right. That wasn't me.
Okay, guys, so we said that the Kardashians are the culprit and social media is the culprit. What are your thoughts on plastic surgery? Would you consider plastic surgery?
I feel like for me personally, I do kind of consider it. It's not something that I'm like, oh yeah, like let me go and get it. It's mainly for health reasons. Like I have my own personal reasons. I'm not just going to go get it because like I have the money to. I got asthma. There's a history of fibroids in my family, high blood pressure, all kind of stuff. And most of my family is big boned. So even as time goes by, like some of my aunts, they've lost weight, but they're not no bone skinny. They went from 300 pounds to maybe 250, and that's like the lowest that they've ever been. So that's my reasoning for like even possibly considering it, like next year, 2 years from now, or whatever.
Yeah. I would consider it too, just because it's like, you know, you have the body that you have, you've had it for years, and you're like, well, what if I get plastic surgery? What if I could get that tummy tuck? What if I could, you know, get my fat taken out? Like whatever. Like you wonder, well, if I do it, it's a quick, easy solution. You just pay the money, you get it done, and then you finally have the body that you want. But I would prefer just to put the work into exercise, to eat right, to do that first. Then if I feel like that's not going nowhere, then I'll get it. But it's definitely something I would consider. I'm not against it.
I think plastic surgery can be useful when correcting a long-time problem that is obvious or endangering health risks. You can also, I would say, use plastic surgery to help cancer patients, people that, you know, they cut their breasts off or whatever, for whatever reason, and they feel self-esteem or something like that. I also feel that things can be fixed natural. If I can fix my imperfections naturally, I would. But I don't think I would put anything foreign. But I do believe in natural surgeries, like breast lifts. Like I explained in the first one, breast lifts, your tissue is being manipulated. That's it. It's not like you're taking an implant and you're putting it in your boob.
But even for your tissue to be manipulated, that's still invasive.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes and no, but I would just do breast lift. That's just me. I feel like every woman should be able to have their titties the way they want it to be.
You're gonna get these sagging titties tonight.
That's just Gravity says hello. Gravity said hi, so you say hello too. Forget it.
If you say that, then you should be able to say that breast implants are okay. Because what if people can't get their breasts the way they want it to be? What if they've been an A cup for life, and no matter how much weight they gain, they're still an A cup?
Get a good bra.
But then you can't say that everybody can do that to get the way they want to look.
I didn't say everybody. I said I feel like every woman, if they would like to, I would suggest a breast lift instead of implants. I wouldn't put anything foreign in my body. That's what I said.
Because everyone deserves to look the way they want to be, right?
Right.
That's the whole thing about surgery, is to get the look that you want, because you can't get it yourself.
I just say if it can't be fixed naturally, leave it alone. That's it. Get a good bra. If it don't work, try the lift first before you get an implant. That's just what I'm saying.
But if you don't have breasts, a lift don't do nothing.
Right.
Right. That's it. Boom. You're good. But if you have heavy D's, if you have breasts and it's sagging, that's what I'm trying to say, because I have heavy breasts. When it gets to the sagging part, I would eventually, yes, I would want to do something about it. But if I don't have the money, I can't go get a bra.
So, but if you have an A cup and ain't no bra in the world gonna make you look like a D, what are you gonna do then?
So I have a question. Shannon, if you had the money, would you get the plastic surgery? Like if money was an option, would y'all get the surgery that would make you look how you want to look?
That's actually the next question. I think the price is where it needs to be. I'm not gonna even lie. If you want to alter your physical appearance without the natural steps to fix them, then you should pay the price, right?
So then you're a pro to plastic surgery. So so then you're a pro. You agree with plastic surgery.
Only for certain reasons.
For you. Surgery is surgery regardless. Either you want it or you don't.
The problem with surgery. Like surgery seems like it's all up to your mental state. Like I have a couple patients who get surgery as moms. You know, after a while, you got all your kids. You're done with having these damn children. So you get yourself a BBL because you want to feel beautiful. You do your
What's
thing.
a BBL?
You have fun. Brazilian butt lift.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that's like if you're a mom and you know you had your kids already, and like someone I know had triplets. She used to be skinny, still skinny, but now she got a stomach that she can't lose. Nothing you can do. It's extra skin. She done tried everything in the book. The skin ain't going nowhere. That's when you would
get it.
But that's what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Then yes, but if you can't do stuff naturally, if you can't get it fixed naturally,
like a last resort. It should be.
You saying that the last? Oh, okay, I get it.
Okay, I understand.
But the first result is you saying for everybody to get like to work out, or if you ain't got the cup that you want, then you can go get it, or first try bra. That's what you're trying to say? Yes. Some people don't got mindsets for that. Like, girl, if you got the money and you want to go get that done, go get that done and have a good day. Like, just have somebody with you when you go to Dr. Miami, honey, and go get that done.
Okay? Right. Make it a good doctor. Do your research.
Yeah, just go to a great doctor.
Don't go to Columbia in the back alley. Right.
Go to a good doctor, get your shit done, and have a good.
That Columbia.
That's where they go to Mexico. They go to Colombia. They go to Brazil.
Yep. Girl, I've had patients who went to Colombia.
$300. Girl,
that shit was good.
Mm-hmm. Wait, say it again.
I've had patients who went to Colombia and they was snatched up.
So where do you work?
No infections, huh?
Where
do you work?
I work in the clinic.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, I kind of see the women who be doing the BBLs and the liposuctions, and especially afterwards, because you know you got to post op with your doctor. So
yeah.
I get to see all that.
Do you ever feel like any of the patients that you see that they go overboard?
No, but they be in a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pain. Like I've had one who couldn't sit down. She had to lay on her back. I mean, on her stomach, she could not sit. It was because, you know, you get your BBL, you get your hands done, and from what you could tell, because it was still swollen, so you really can't tell if it's or if it's just regular.
Yeah. Like at my workplace, surprisingly, because these are like average people. We're not talking about people that got like, we're not talking about people that's making money figures. Well, let me not say that, because some of them do. But you'll be surprised, like at an entry-level position, I felt like, I don't want to say I felt insecure, but it was like walking in to like a big booty fest. You get a big ass. You got a big ass. Oh, yeah, I get a big ass too.
Everybody got a big ass.
You want to fit in, like, woo.
There is one particular person I feel like she kind of did go overboard, because like she I don't want to say she was big, but she, you know, she was a thick girl. She had a kid. She lost like most of the weight. And I guess, like, you know, she was insecure about the stretch marks in the skin. She went and got a breast lift, but then of course she went and got a BBL. But I feel like, to me personally, I feel like if I'm not getting that, but if I was to get that, it got to be something natural.
Right.
She got like a baby pamper on with so much pee in it sitting on her back. And I'm just looking at her, like, girl, like, you think that's cute? Like, it's obvious that it's fake. Like, we can tell that you're not born with that. And she's like, oh, come on, you guys, I'm gonna go to this office. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, if you like it, I love it. I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself, but that's just how I feel. That was too much.
So would you guys say plastic surgery can become an addiction?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Once you start down that road and you fix one imperfection, then you start looking for other imperfections to fix. So
yeah.
the point where you feel confident and beautiful in yourself. But then at some point you have to realize that the surgery is not the problem. It's your mental state that you're not.
Well, a lot of doctors, you have to get a psych eval before you can even get surgery. Honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know that.
You have to get a psych eval, because if you doing it on some, I'm trying to look like, because I've seen bots, where they be like, I'm trying to look like the Instagram filter. You know how you have your filter, and then you change the filter to the regular one. You like, bitch, what the fuck? What just happened? Like, It's people out there that want to do that just to look like that, look a certain way, but you have to actually get a psych eval before you can even get any type of surgery.
I actually want to
But
show.
it's still those type of people that get the surgeries. So, I mean, they must be successful in a psych eval, right?
Taking it.
You're not a lie.
Actually, no.
Many talks. If you're willing to pay for it, a doctor's probably willing to do it somewhere.
I have an example of what y'all just said. Look, exactly what y'all just said. You said, how do you pass the psych? How you pass the psych, right? How she passed? Tell me how she passed.
Because.
How she passed that meeting? Let me know.
Because her attitude bubbly. She didn't, she did not go in the psych eval with the blow up doll on her side like, hey, this is what I'm gonna look like.
True.
You go to your psych eval not telling your doctor what you want to look like. You just go in there to be like, listen, are you here? Are you doing this for like a personal reason, or is it to try to be like everybody else? And you go in there and be like, no, I'm doing it personally. I don't like my A cup. I want a C or a B, something healthy. Then she go to her doctor and be like, let me get that double F. Like,
okay.
In this situation, she wants to be a plastic sex blow-up doll.
I see this. They won't put surgery on her.
Of course, I know that, but it's the fact that people come into these offices and I want to look like this.
But you know what? She's had plastic surgery, so other doctors have said yes to her.
Exactly.
That's the problem. If you have the money to back it up, some doctors don't want the money.
Sure.
But even if she comes in there like that, if she has a legitimate problem, they will fix the legitimate problem, and that's it.
In the end of this episode, he actually does give her a number to call. So not to make fun of anything, but he does actually give her a number to call. It's just during that episode, I'm sitting there like, wow.
How you do this?
And like you said, if they can't get it done in the U.S. because we do have more strict laws on that, they'll go somewhere else to get it done where it's not as strict, and money is money, and they'll do it regardless.
And their dollar's going further. They can afford more with that U.S. dollar.
That's why they go to Colombia and Peru and Korea and Iran and Turkey, because they don't care there. They just want the money.
Okay. In your opinion, what are some good examples of the ending results from plastic surgery? Anybody has an example if you like?
I would say Kelly Rowland. She had her
plastic surgery?
She had her breast done, yes.
Oh, wow.
I'm shocked. I didn't know that.
Me neither.
She was an A cup all her life. She wanted to be bigger. She did everything she could, exercising, eating the vitamins, doing all of that to get bigger. She couldn't. So I think she went like a C. And that's it.
But it was a natural transition. Because I'm like, she did surgery. Like,
and they still look good. They don't look like firm or like rocks, I can tell.
I'm sure all celebrities get something done.
Right.
Like Botox, a little lip filler, a breast reduction, breast implants. They get something done.
I please, I looked this up. I don't know if it's the truth or not, and I'm scared to say it, but I want to say it.
Go ahead, say it, girl.
I'm gonna say this is my opinion. Everybody, I think it's true. It may not be true, but I think. I think Angela Bassett gets Botox.
I agree.
I think so
too.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
No?
Because her face has like little.
Because her face looked the same. Even when she was in her, what love got to do with it? It's not like, because you got the receipts.
Oh yeah,
She looked the same.
But I feel like back in the day, she had more wrinkles than she does now. Like she has none.
But think about it. I wouldn't say that's plastic surgery.
She got makeup.
No, I'm not saying it's plastic surgery. I say she does Botox. That's what I said.
She's got a really good facial. Like they got
they got things like that. That's true.
Girl, you got me looking this up. Like, hold on, let me see Angela.
All this lipo.
I'm looking it up now, girl.
Look at a picture from like the 90s to 2020. Okay.
But go ahead, Tati. Continue what you were saying.
Uh-huh.
I was saying, like, she probably just had like a really good facial. Like, I don't know if y'all ever seen, like, it don't even have to be a celebrity. It could just be like regular people from like off of YouTube that literally, like, you can see like like, for example, I love the hell out of her. Her name on Instagram is hopefully I think I'm saying this right, Red Fairy. I've been following her.
Oh yeah, the one who does hair.
Yes, I've been following her for years on YouTube when she first started doing like makeup and stuff. And she had really bad acne. Like, when I don't want to say it was terrible, but like when you see her before, you can tell like, okay, like she had like some acne problem. She had zit, she had discoloration up until like she started getting facials and stuff. The facials helped a little bit, but not as much. She ended up going to a dermatologist. The dermatologist gave her like some medicine, some cream and stuff on her face. And when I say this girl looked like she never went through puberty, there's not a single scar on her face at all because of the treatment she went through because of her dermatologist.
Oh, I need that in my life.
Oh wow.
ASAP.
Angela Bassett, y'all, real quick, has had Botox. She admitted in this article on People on MSN.
See, Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett. I knew it. Here we go.
Okay.
It's twice. Calm down. It was twice.
How many times?
Exactly. See what I'm talking about? Her face is different.
It's not
Before
that
and after.
crazy.
But twice is
It's not crazy.
If you see her face, like, it's not giving you like, oh my God. It's just
I'm
giving
not
you
saying
regular.
It's giving you
looks
just
like
enough.
She did get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Just enough.
Well,
I mean, she
if
looks
she
good.
admitting
No
it,
one's debating that. Yeah.
I'm not saying that. Would you guys consider Botox a surgery?
No, I'm scared of that one. That's
Huh?
I'm not doing that, but I wouldn't do. I consider it's invasive. It's invasive. So
It's
No, I said,
invasive,
do you consider it as surgery, Botox?
yeah.
They're not cutting open
No.
anything, so I would say no.
it fades. Botox fades. You have to get that redone.
But aren't you still injecting foreign bodies into you?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Have a bad chemical reaction to it.
Yep.
Yes, you can.
So it's considered surgery.
Right. That's what
I
I
guess
said.
so. Okay. All right, Darrell. You better drop them stats.
But that one fades though. Like, it's like fade. You get back regular. But if you get your booty done, that is not fading. That's just gonna be right there.
You can say Botox fades, but it's not like a good fade. Like, you can clearly see when somebody needs to like put that, like, for example, like lip fillers. You can tell when somebody needs to put it back in. Like, it looks bad after a while. Even like when somebody get their butt done, no, it doesn't dissolve, but that shit gets hard as rocks after a while.
Yeah, sometimes depending on what you do for your butt fillers. If you do like your own fat, it'll fade over time.
Yeah.
Like silicone, it'll get hard over time. Depending it will be depending on the result over like 10, 20, 30 years.
Okay.
Killing my.
So does anybody have any more examples of good results?
Good results?
Of plastic surgery?
I'm looking at people with plastic surgery. I don't pay attention.
I got one idea. Jada Pinkett Smith had vaginal rejuvenation. And I think, yes, she admitted
Well, that's
it.
really something you could see.
No.
I'm just saying.
You'd be like,
I think, I just wanted to put it on the table. Like, if I have, like, I'm not sure if I'm having children, but if I ever do have children and I get to a certain age, I'm like, ooh, it's not as, pretty or tight as it once used to be. I would consider vaginal reconstruction. She was like, I'm as tight as if I was 15. I was like, oh my God, Jada. Like, word for word, verbatim. So I think that's interesting. I'm scared though. Surgery is invasive.
Yeah.
What do they do for that? Like, they make your muscles contract more? Or
I think they like lift and like
tighten things up.
I know that I seen like an episode on, Ratchet Television, Monday, Wednesday, whatever it is, on Love and Hip Hop.
Ratchet Monday, I think.
Yeah, I don't watch it no more.
I like
they went to go get it. They literally take like a little, toy, and it's like I don't know if it's like a laser or whatever it is, and they just stick it inside you, and it's like, I don't know. She's like, oh my God, it's getting warm. She's like, yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. And I'm like, first of all, you're not about to burn up my crotch, okay?
Okay.
I need the walls, honey.
All right, so can you guys think of any celebrities or anyone in mind that is always body positive?
Definitely Beyonce.
I'm about to say Beyonce. Like she be like, look,
Rihanna.
Can I show you guys
baby weight?
Rihanna. And I think Beyonce.
That's my baby. I don't feel like Beyonce is I don't want to say she's not body positive, but I don't see, me personally, I don't see her speaking up on that platform as much like that.
You know who I do
whole
see?
song about it.
You know who I do see?
Oh, that's different than actually in person. Like, for example, like Rihanna. Rihanna know damn well she gained a little bit of weight, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take every inch of this weight gain, honey."
Yeah.
One person that that can say that she's body positive, and I love it, Angela Simmons.
She is.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, that's true.
She's been
She's good about it.
Positive about body image from the jump on social media. Like, I've seen her post stuff, just her being herself, dancing, joking around, and she's most comfortable in her skin. But yet society and people, they constantly say stuff about her because I don't know what the problem is. I think she looks great. Yo Gotti thinks she looks great. Yo Gotti still is on her tail, and still want her. She's full of herself, and I love that.
You know who else is body positive? Maybe she don't count, but I think she counts. Hilary Duff, because after she's had 2 kids, and so she has stretch marks. She's gained weight. She's got bigger hips now, bigger thighs. But she's like, she eats healthy, but she loves how her body looks now, and she's not ashamed of it. And so, like, after she had her second child, I think it was a girl, she, had gained all that weight, and she was just like, I'm okay with it. I had my baby. I'm a mother. My body gave birth to a whole human being, and I'm okay with that. Like, give yourself time. And I just thought, like, all the posts that she had was really beautiful, and, was good to people who had children and had weight gain. Mm-hmm. Don't be ashamed of your body. And she's still that way, so.
Hilary Duff.
I like her. I love her.
When she had those kids, her body did fill out very nice.
Yeah, she looks good. She's still healthy. She still works out. Like, that's fine.
Jessica Simpson is now body positive, and they be coming for her. Yes. She don't be all. She works out because she like, but it's not this. It's not where she's like, well, I'm just fat and I need to stay in the house. She's still making millions, and she like, look, y'all just gonna have to take the baby weight until I work out and get it off.
But look how long it took for her to get like that. Like, remember when
she was thin,
first got pregnant? Yeah, she was like, I don't even know if she was pregnant at the time. I remember she gained a bunch of weight, and people were talking about her. It got to a point where she was like hiding and was like putting baggy clothes and stuff on her. And all of a sudden, she popped up. She's slim again. So I feel like, what made her go through that process to be like, you know what, F it, it is what it is. Take me as I am.
The second baby and this husband probably was like, look, girl, I like a little something to grab is good.
Is it Ashley Graham? That's the name of the model, the plus size model?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Ashley Graham, yeah.
She's body positive too. I think I love that she is not trying to slim herself down. Her, who else? Meghan Trainor, right? Mm-hmm. And I know Adele lost a lot of weight, but even for those years when she was bigger, she was still very like strong and confident in her body. Like, and didn't.
You know who else? No, I was just saying, you know who else y'all might think is a Kardashian too? Kendall. Don't do that, y'all. Kendall is very body positive because I know everybody gave me the side eye. Like, how dare you bring these Kardashians up? She's very positive. They changed up. She never touched herself. She didn't touch her face. She didn't touch her body. She like, look, I'm a model. I want to be this size. I'm comfortable in my size. I'm comfortable in my skin. I don't need a big butt or anything of that nature to change on me. And I'm just like, okay, her and the other one.
Kylie? Courtney, yeah.
Courtney, yeah.
Really?
Both of them is cool. But
I'm
they
gonna
look,
say Courtney got work, boo. No, Courtney has work done too.
Darrell.
I can't hear you, Darrell.
You hear me?
No.
I could hear
I was
you.
saying Courtney has work done
Yeah.
too.
yeah,
At that
but
time.
Courtney.
I like Courtney's work. I think Courtney looks bad. I'm not.
Yeah.
I
No,
love
I'm
Courtney
not.
too.
Is Courtney the oldest? Which one is the
Yeah.
one that's real small?
Courtney.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
She got work done?
Yes, she
No.
did. Yes, she
Courtney
did.
is something, yeah.
Her leg. She had her breast done, but I mean her breasts look good, and I'm sure she
Oh.
gets Botox.
They look
I'm
natural.
shocked.
I would have never
Yeah,
known.
they must be
She looks
natural
natural.
because
Yeah.
she didn't do what everybody else did.
Courtney got it done. I think
Yes,
Courtney.
she did. She had
She had like 3 kids. Yes, she did.
she got
yes,
her
she
breast
did.
done, but she got her breast done years ago.
Be
She
great.
got her breast done years
Yeah.
ago.
Damn.
But yeah, she is very body positive.
Yeah,
She
like,
has,
some
this
people who just be
website.
like, look, I am what I am. Just
You know
take
who
it.
else?
Yeah,
Serena Williams.
Yes.
yes, she is.
Mm,
She definitely is.
Serena
You know,
Williams.
she get a lot of crap for being,
big.
bigger.
Not even bigger.
and being an
Bigger.
athlete. She's not even
Right.
big.
Well,
not.
only thing big on her is her booty.
Yep.
Right. Okay,
No.
it is.
And
Actually,
Haters.
Serena
She got a big
is like,
behind.
Serena is a little.
listen, for an athlete,
She's brawling. She's brawling.
She's
Or-
brolic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
she like, but that's just, muscle.
That's
Like,
athletic.
that's not
Right.
like
muscle.
Yeah.
It's
anything
muscle.
other than. And then I'm gonna have to join that tennis because you see her booty.
No, but listen, everybody
Bitch,
don't
I
get
need
that. That's Serena. She been
That's
like
Tyler Green.
a tennis
Tyler
player is skinny.
Mhm.
That's why she
Oh.
always gets a lot of flack. A tennis player is skinny. I ain't seen no tennis player with ass and titties like that.
Look at her sister. Her sister ain't got shit.
Thank you. That's
Yeah,
why it's
Tyler.
always
Like, goddamn, I need to be where you at. Like,
she doesn't
that's
look
a-
like
I
she doesn't
gotta
have
stand
the-
up for her. I feel like it could just be like her genetics. Like
exactly. It's her
Oh.
genetics.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is. She was always like that. Even being a tennis player, you thought that she would still be skinny and no ass, no titties, but that's her body. That's her body. No matter how much working out she does, no matter how much of a champion she is, that is her body from day one. It has always been like that.
Mhm.
For the average athlete, it's not like that at all.
Mhm.
That's why she has to be body positive in the way that she looks, because it is natural. She hasn't done any enhancing surgically or anything like that. That's just how it is. And she has to take it the way it is.
Yep.
Can I also add another person like that is proud of their body and has to like bash haters is Billie Eilish. Recently, she's done this post where she's taking off her clothes and showing her body because she's on the red carpet. Everything she always wears baggy clothes, baggy shirts, baggy pants, everything.
Yeah.
So I want to show you something. And you guys can tell me what you think.
Billie Eilish is showing her body on stage for the first time. It's the artist's way of taking a stand against body shaming. The 18-year-old singer is known for her baggy clothes, which she rocks on regular
Nails is serious.
shows.
Yeah.
Her green and black oversized suit matching her hair that she wore to her big Grammy night is now
At the end of the day, she looks comfortable.
by
Yeah.
Eilish, who is currently on tour.
She giving me a Leah vibe. Remember when Leah was
Right.
alive? She just kept bagging stuff on. Like,
Yeah, that's
She
true.
looks comfortable.
Ain't nothing wrong with being comfortable.
yeah.
She's comfortable in her own skin. She don't care what people think.
And her clothes are fire, so
She got on Burberry.
yeah. She got on designers that some people can't even afford. So don't worry about her body.
Wait, so were they like shaming her because she took her clothes off stage, or were they shaming
No,
her?
they were shaming her because she's always wearing baggy clothes and she doesn't wear tight fitting clothes to show her body like everybody else
But
does.
see, that's the problem with social media. They're trying to over sexualize her. She
Right.
don't even know
And she
her.
doesn't want
And
that.
she's not like that. Right.
That's the, she's saying I could still wear baggy clothes and still be a woman, still be feminine. I don't have to
There's
show my
nothing wrong
ass
with
or my
it.
top or whatever to be considered sexy.
Exactly. But social media does that to you. You feel like you have to show body parts so you can get the likes and so you can get the attention that other women are getting. So when she comes out and be like, I'm not showing y'all shit, guess what? She ain't showing y'all shit.
But you know what it is also too, like, I don't know maybe if this is her situation, but I know like compared, like people have spoke up about it before in the past. When you're in the music industry, they try to sexualize you because to them sex
sells.
So maybe somebody on her team was like, hey, like I get that you want to wear baggy clothes and stuff, but let's try to switch it up here and try to get you a more mature audience. And she probably was just like, no.
Let your audience grow with you, sweetie.
So young, she's not even 21 yet.
Exactly.
Really?
She's only 18. 18.
Yeah, she's
around
young.
there. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I want to say one thing, Tati. You made a great point. Like, you're like if you're an artist and you have a label, your record label or your producer, your agent or whatever, they are an issue in terms of body image.
Yes.
Because they will be the ones who tell the artist, hey, you need to get your breasts done. Hey, you need to lose 50 pounds. Hey, you shouldn't be eating that. We're going to get you a trainer and get you on a diet. And that damages these musicians, these artists. And they have told stories. Even JoJo recently said how her manager had told her she needed to lose weight. And so that's why she was so skinny and super thin when she was out. And she was like, what, 13, 14 when she came out. So, they play a part in it too.
One person I was waiting to hear that nobody said, and this is the biggest, obvious body positive person I know, which leads me to the next question. Lizzo.
Yes.
Well, I said Lizzo.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anybody mention Lizzo.
Well, we all knew that was coming, so.
Right.
Somebody was going to say it.
Right.
So we all know that Lizzo is body positive. Lizzo's behind is constantly on Instagram. She's letting you know.
And she don't give a damn. Okay.
You know,
Do you feel like it's a little too much?
Hell yeah.
Sometimes,
okay, because I'm like, when you at the basketball game, baby girl,
done.
and your booty cheeks is out,
every day.
You doing too damn much. Like,
1,000 times a day.
we get it. You're proud. I ain't mad at you. Be proud. But you'll see like the supermodels got their ass out. I'm proud. I'm skinny. Don't
Like
do
you can do it in a tasteful way.
Right.
I'm having to go to a basketball game. I'm sitting behind you, and I see your
you
ass.
stand up and I see ass cheeks. I'll probably throw my drink at you.
But I'm sure like a couple of people next to her or the person next to her was had a low cut top and had on tight jeans. And still
no, that don't mean I need to see your hoo-ha. I don't need to see your butt crack. I don't need to see your
black behind and the thong.
None of that. If you showing this, that's fine. Like
your ass at a basketball game that I'm bringing.
That's cool.
I don't need that.
Yeah, like
there's the time and the place for that.
Thank you.
And then it was like a circle. Like it was. She did it on purpose, so you can see her butt. It's too much. It's too much.
You know darn well you don't wear that to church. Why would you wear that to a family basketball game?
Right.
Just to have your
I feel like she's extra because she has to. She's like one of the few people who are body positive compared to everyone else who over sexualizes a smaller frame.
But I get that. But not every time I open my Instagram, I want to see your ass.
Yeah.
I got something to say to that too, though. Like, yeah, she does it a lot, but would you sit here and question a skinny girl that's always naked on Instagram? Always got her breast showing.
Yeah, I'm not trying to see that either.
Yes.
Like,
And that's
a lot of people wouldn't.
Take that shit away.
A lot of people wouldn't. A lot of guys wouldn't. A lot of guys would be like, "Oh, show me more, show me more."
That's men.
That's men. You're talking about from a female's perspective.
About female. I don't want to see that. Even if you was skinny with like big breasts, bitch, I don't want to see that. I'm okay. I got my own boobs. I don't need to see yours too. Okay.
Like you got all these Instagram models that be posting half naked pictures and they nipples all blurred out. I don't want to see that. I don't care if you big or skinny. I don't want to see that.
Now, to piggyback off what Darrell said, she said, being that had it been somebody else, this is what leads me to my next and final question. During the quarantine, Lizzo was on Diddy's Live supporting for the culture. There were rumors stirring that Lizzo was being compared to Drea due to her body wise. Have you guys seen the clip?
I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, that day I seen it, like the video. I was on
you
Instagram.
saw that day?
For our people, for the people that are watching, I'm just going to show a quick clip of what Lizzo basically did, and I'm going to explain what Drea did. And
if you can find Drea, show Drea too, so you can see.
I was gonna say that too. If you can find Drea, show Drea too.
Show her so you can see the. And they tried to clean it up too.
Right.
They did.
Look at her back.
Wait, hold on.
That's working. You just see her back.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Sunday. Let's make that a little bit family friendly. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Let's do something fun. Sorry. We don't play that kind of play something boxing.
Okay.
Here's the Drea one.
And Drea
look at all up in the camera. Right. And they dancing along. This one is right there looking at
background.
And he ain't stopped putting out one time.
What song is? Oh yeah, I think it was. He tried to say it was the song that when Lizzo was doing it, it was like as soon as the song come on, it was just a bunch of cursing.
Drea dancing to back that ass up.
I know. I'm not justifying it because I ain't understand it in the beginning my damn self.
And all his kids is right there. He ain't say not a word.
No, this is. I think it's a new.
Hey yo, there's one thing that I want to make clear, like my queen, my sister Lizzo. When I stopped the music, it was because it had a lot of curses in there, not because she was twerking. She's one of the best twerkers in the world.
And he lied about that.
Thank you. When you stuttering that much, come on, that's a lie about to come out your mouth.
Oh, you look good. Want you back then? You're a big fine woman. Want you back that ass up?
Right.
You big daddy when you back that ass up.
Now,
what was you playing with? Back that ass up.
First video. If you looked in the first video, Christian and the light-skinned son, I don't know his name, they're in the back like this. Lizzo's on the screen. All you see is her moving her back. You can see Christian calling his father like, yo, dad, like, come. Like, I felt like that was a setup. Like,
the light-skinned son, you talking about Quincy?
Like, they were trying to get her up on there to get her to twerk, then to tell her to stop. Because she overdoes it. I could just be overthinking, but I felt like that was done on purpose.
I don't feel like
it was that. She was doing all of this and she was doing that. Not once did you tell her to stop. Why you tell Lizzo to stop? And all you saw was her back moving.
Because you couldn't even really see nothing. You just saw something moving and
right. You didn't really even see her behind going up and down. You saw her bend down. You knew what you knew what she was about to do. Yes, but Drea did a whole lot more than that. You did not say nothing to her, not a word. You ain't say this is a family show, so keep it family friendly. You didn't say none of that.
Thank you.
Right.
And you can't
Drea
even
wasn't dancing family friendly.
Right. You can't blame it on the song because you picked the damn song. You should have known it had curses in it.
And not for nothing, he didn't tell Lizzo, oh wait, hold on, the song got curses. He said this is a family affair. Stop the twerking. Yes. It wasn't. If it was a family affair, then Drea should have been twerking too. So his apology is wrong. He's lying.
Yeah.
So nothing
he is lying.
But I'm gonna be honest.
Speak up on that because nobody spoke up on it because of who he is, and that really makes me mad.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it just like how you said it, Tom. I'm sorry. I would have defended his ass too. He is Diddy. As Lizzo, I'm going to defend him too, because you're not trying to ruin your career over no 2-second twerk. I ain't ruining my career.
I get it, but that's still
wrong. You can say how you feel. I feel
exactly.
If he was going to tell me that, Drea should have been told that too.
Simple but you know, at the time, you don't see what he did to Drea. You're not thinking about Drea. You're thinking about yourself in that situation. And if he OD apologized to her, it's like, oh my bad, I'm sorry. Then what can you do about it except be like, okay, I'm gonna defend him because he's Diddy and he's a producer and he's one of the big ones, and you're not trying to mess up your whole career over
that. That's true.
You done twerked a little bit.
How are you gonna mess up your career because he's Diddy? There's other producers out there.
Because there are powerful
he got so
people
much
out there
influence.
that can
Thank you. His influence is way bigger than you think. Like, just because.
But then guess what? You take that opportunity.
One way, you gonna stop?
Say it again.
You mean to tell me if the B41 on Flatbush is not working and you need to get down, you need to go down Flatbush going towards Kings Plaza, you're not gonna get on the 44? You gonna stop and wait?
But you're gonna defend the 41 so they can bring it back.
You going
I need you to bring the 41 back so I don't got to travel around the world just to get the
He is a big influencer. He does stand somewhere like in the music industry, but at the same exact time, you got to create a platform for yourself too.
Right.
Yes, you're putting your music career at jeopardy, but you might create a much bigger platform when you start speaking out on things like that.
And who does that sound like? Colin Kaepernick.
Thank you. And where is he?
Thank you.
I'm so sorry, but if you think about it, where is he?
His career's going, but you know what?
He in the house.
It's not about a career. It's not about a career.
He was in the house before quarantine started.
He's standing for something more. So
no, don't get me wrong. He wasn't wrong for standing up.
Right.
He wasn't wrong for standing up. But when, like I said,
he ain't canceled. He ain't canceled.
He's not canceled by the culture.
No.
But by NFL standards, he's canceled.
Yes. That's true.
So wouldn't the same thing be true of Lizzo if she stood up for herself?
She wouldn't be canceled by the culture.
Yes.
But in the industry of where we can't see,
that's true. That is
she's
true.
gonna get canceled. You can get
blackballed
and not know it.
You can blackball
big labels. She could become an independent artist and make probably double the amount that she's making now.
Thank you.
She could become an independent artist too, but I'm just saying, like,
but that's when you take
just
that
started. Like, why mess
like,
up something you just started?
You can't live life being scared. You gotta.
You're not being scared. You're doing what Beyonce did. Okay. If Beyonce did it, I'm sorry. She did it. She shut her ass up. She was like, you know what? Y'all don't want too much black stuff in the beginning of my career. Fine. Whatever. When she became big, what she did? She gave y'all black, and more fucking black. Like, I'm black and proud. Beyonce.
But she did that because she had her husband. She had her husband.
Thank you. She had her husband about
She got herself, She put herself on a different platform.
She doesn't. She says it in her music.
Jay-Z. She was Destiny Child. Then she was by herself. She got Jay-Z. Even when she was with Jay-Z, she was not all, oh yeah, let's be all black in the beginning of the relationship. Yeah. That got toward the end. When her career hit a certain level, she was like, y'all can't say or do nothing to me.
Right.
So fuck it. I'm giving y'all when I want to give y'all. And that's what she did.
But think about where that comes from also. That comes from her team that's backing her. So maybe she fired her whole goddamn team and came up with a brand new marketing brand.
But she has that backing for that. That's all I'm saying. Like,
right, so think about it like this, right? So since we're talking about backing, let's think about the whole, what was the brand? Darion. Sorry, Beyonce. I hated that shit. I didn't like it.
House of Darion. Don't do that to House of Darion.
I was not rocking Darion across my ass. Sorry.
For that time, they were decent. For that time, they were decent. Yes, it was nothing.
They were like, you had House of Darion in your booty. You was good.
You got Darion or Baby Fat.
Baby Fat.
Baby Fat.
Thank you.
You remember Apple?
When it came to Darion was not as big. Like it came out for a hot second, and then it just like, I don't want to say it disappeared, but it kind of faded away. Yeah. Now we're talking about Ivy Park. People are going there, and that crap is selling out instantly.
Yeah. I think it's because her career is different.
I will say, when it came to Ivy Park, when she first came, I don't want to say when she first came up with the idea, but I guess when they first had the meeting. Now this is a collab with Adidas. Adidas put her in a room with people, probably the most great marketing people, the best designers ever. And what did she do? She was like, yo, like, all right, I'm in this room with a bunch of people. Where's all my black people at right now? What did she do? She fired that whole team and brought in, I don't want to say the whole team, but she fired some people or let some people go and brought in some black and people that could really be an inspiration. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't just say like, oh, it's because she got big. It's about the people who's behind her too, and her being strategic about it.
Which is what Tamika was saying. Tamika
I'm just saying, like,
be
smart. Like, right now is not the time to be, oh, I'm gonna go against Diddy.
But wait, Lizzo's been out for a while long before everybody.
She has a following, but I'm saying major. Like, I'm saying big time. She had the regular following. Her following that was with her way before she got big to everyone else. Because before I forgot the song, but before that song, I didn't know about Shorty. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the flute. I didn't know about that.
I didn't know.
I knew nothing about her. So when she got big, it was like, oh, okay, I see you, girl. I like her music. I like it. It's nice. Like, it's real empowerment music. Great. But if you have an option to go against or speak up against Diddy over a twerk, it's like, all right.
But think about that. Everybody
put yourself in a position where it's like it can go left for you real quick. And
but everybody's entitled to their own opinion, though. So you can't tell somebody to be like. That's like.
I'm not telling her to be quiet, but I understood why she did what she did. That's what I'm saying. I'm not telling her she had to be quiet. She could have said everything she wanted. She could have stood up for herself and all that. But I understand what she did. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying she
understand, but I disagree with it. I'm not about to sit here and play. I would have said something.
But I think
that you would have said something, but she didn't want to, and I understand.
Yeah.
At the time, she just didn't want to. I'm not mad at her for it. Like, do your thing. If you feel like you don't want to jeopardize your life over one little incident that could turn into being something way bigger.
I get it.
I'm so sorry. I'm on her side. Some people not on her side about it. I'm on her side about it. I'm sorry. I understand.
You gotta pick your battles too.
Right. Yeah.
It'd be nice to be able to turn up after every time somebody deserves it, but you don't.
And she still showed her ass, I think, the next day. So she was fine and dandy with it. Like,
I feel like the reason why she did that is because Tory Lanez felt bad about the situation, and Tory Lanez told her to come on his thing, and she started twerking for him.
But think about that though. Like, yes, he felt bad for her, but even like with him saying, like, he felt bad, but nobody said anything.
It was only Tory Lanez.
You said what?
Tory Lanez.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yes, it was Tory Lanez. But even like, nobody pinpointed how wrong that was. Okay, like, yeah, you got taken off the live because
actually, we did. Everybody that was in social media pointed it out.
But think about it. We are the small people. We don't have no large following like that. We need somebody that really got a name for themselves and that's big enough to create that platform. Yes, social media, we can comment and say whatever it is what you want to say, but we need somebody else that's going to back us up that has that platform also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
freaking the Shade Room can't do shit about that. Neither can World Star.
Right. You're absolutely
right. Career either. So sorry, they can't do nothing for career. So I'm just saying, I understand where she was coming from when she said, "No, Diddy, he apologized. He let me understand how it went, and it's cool." Like,
Diddy was shady as fuck, but I'm still going Diddy bop everywhere. So
okay.
he was a shade monster, but I understand. I'm on her side with that one, bitch. As soon as you get big enough and
then you make the
rules.
rules.
You black on them. You get the next person that tries to come for you in any way. You get their ass.
Right.
Okay. You sick your beehive on them. I don't know what her fucking hive is, but you sick the motherfuckers on them. Okay.
I don't know how.
Right now. A little flute hive. When they become big enough, you do your thing. But right now, cool. Be cool. That's it.
Okay, guys. Do you guys have any closing remarks towards this whole conversation? Any positive advice to give to our people if they are self-conscious, if they have self-image problems? Is there something you would like to tell them?
I'm gonna say something. This is just to like round out the entire discussion, part 1, part 2, and then what I would say to people. So our body image comes from other people, comes from classmates, comes from co-workers, peers, our family, all that. Essentially, it is just people around you that can influence how you view yourself. So at the end of the day, people will always have an opinion about how you look, how they think you should look, what you need to do to look better. And people have no problem commenting on your body and letting you know about yourself and how you look. They have no problem. So people don't care if they hurt your feelings at all. And people might even be joking with you, but to you, it's not a joke. You know, we internalize things that people say to us, whether we want to or not. We just do. And there are things that can stick with us. Like we all remember things that happened when we were in middle school, when we were in elementary school, things that our mothers have said, our fathers have said. These things stick with people for their entire lives. So at the end of the day, you have to gain a mentality where you don't give a fuck about what people say about you. Point blank, period. Like, they could say, yo, you're the ugliest person I've ever seen. You're like, okay, thank you for your opinion. Have a good day. And you keep it pushing.
You better than me. It's your mama.
That too. You curse them out if you need to. But you can't let it get you down where you're just like, damn, am I ugly? Like, did I put on the wrong makeup today? Do I just need to do something with my skin? Or, like, you know, you internalize that you want to change everything about yourself. So just don't care about what people think. Don't care about what people say. Just do you. And everybody's beautiful.
Right.
And to piggyback off of that,
it's
just saying.
Go ahead, Tamika.
No, if you want to, go for it, girl.
Go for it, girl.
No, I'm just saying, like, from what you said, I really do agree with that a lot. Especially if them same people are not paying not near bill in your house. Like, I had to learn that for my damn self. Like, if these people has got something to say about you in any negative way, if they think your hair is not the way it should be, or your skin tone ain't the way it's supposed to be, or your weight ain't what they deem to be sexy, tell them to pay a bill.
Right.
Pay a bill. Pick a bill and pay it.
I like that. I like that.
Then I fucks with you. Because if you're going to pick one of the bills and pay it, because I got a car note, I got rent, I got some clothes to buy, then I got you.
Definitely.
Period.
If you guys had a daughter, I have one more question. If you guys had a daughter and your daughter went through some of the experiences that you guys went through, and you see her and she's going through what you went through, what would you tell her?
So I got something to say about that, right? So in part one, I remember talking about growing up in like two different areas, or like going to school in two different areas, predominantly like clear and predominantly Hispanic. So it was like, I think I talked about like the transition. And like for me personally, when I went to like the predominantly Hispanic area, that's when my insecurities came in at. I never verbally said anything to like my family. I just like kept it internal. And I feel like if I was to have a child, you know, Ada don't need little sister right now, but like in 6 years or so, I'm definitely gonna like try to install that in her head to let her know that she's beautiful, as well as trying to keep an open communication with her. Like sitting down, even if it's like once a week or every 2 weeks or something like that, to ask her just how she's feeling, to make sure mentally she's okay. So I wouldn't want my child to feel like she has to hold everything in like the way how I did.
So true.
Tiara?
I agree.
I think I would tell my child, you're beautiful, you are valuable, your appearance does not take any worth away from you, right? And what you have to offer to the world, and that you're not alone. Because plenty of women before you and after you have all struggled with body images and body and appearance. It's not just you. So one, like Tati said, to keep that open line of communication, but two, to let them know, I think for me, that would have been very helpful to feel a little bit more comforted. And yeah, I think those, and some actionable steps outside of just like the talking, I would make sure my kid is in a sport, because we know that just, you need to be physically fit. Like this is, it's something that, right? It doesn't not only make sure your body is well taken care of, but it makes sure your mind is taken care of as well. And yeah, that was it. And making sure that they're around diverse people. Sorry.
That's right.
If I had a daughter, I would, like Tiara said, I would install in her that, you know, sometimes fitness is kind of important. Growing up, unfortunately, I was on the basketball team when I was in high school, but that's when fitness became more aware to me when I got to high school. And unfortunately, I couldn't play on the basketball team my whole longing. But I would just try to keep her active. I would personally try to do it with her so she's not alone. Because growing up, when I wanted to work out or whatever, I didn't have anybody to work out with. So it was just me. So I would personally try to be there for her, with her. Darrell, what would you tell Karina?
Well, not only daughters as well, but you have to take sons account
yes,
too,
yes.
because they struggle with body image just like women do. Just because you're male doesn't make you less susceptible to it. It's a human nature to want to be liked by everyone around you and to want to have their approval. So I think in general, you have to be confident in who you are no matter what. Confidence is key. If you feel good and you have that mindset, then nobody can tell you anything about yourself.
That's true.
That's number one. You have to have that mindset and sell it and really believe it. Even if, you know, sometimes you don't feel it all the time. If you walk out with your head held high and you have that faith in yourself, even if you're having an off day, can't nobody tell you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So body image is just, you know, it's a way of life. Everybody's going to go through it. Some people are more affected than other people. But at the end of the day, can't nobody tell you how to live your life.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not happy with something, fix it. Bottom line, no matter what you do to fix it, if you can't afford to fix it, or if you can afford to fix it. If you're not happy with the way you look, fix it. If there's something else going on and you need to mentally recalibrate, then do that.
Right.
Can I jump off of that, Darrell, real quick?
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with everything you just said, and I just want to also add this, because you made me think of it as you were speaking, to hype my kid up. Like, yes,
right.
You look so cute today. I like that shirt that you're wearing, or you know, something. I like those jeans, like, and help instill that confidence. Absolutely, be your child's biggest cheerleader.
Right,
that's true.
I like that.
Another one thing I would say, I would tell my kid, you know, even if she's comfortable in her own skin and she could be big boned or whatever, also install in their head, if they are big boned, just because you are big, that does not mean that you're not healthy.
That's right.
You can be as big as a hippo, but eat greens every day, faithfully, no meat. You're just big. You can be healthy. That's it.
Right.
What would I tell my daughter as when I'm, like you say, I'm hyping my babies up, period. Let it be a boy or a girl, I'm gonna hype you up. Like, I have to, because I want to be, like you said, a cheerleader for my kids. Like, because God forbid you go outside and you don't have the same, they don't give you that energy. I'm gonna give you that energy in this house. Like, at least you know when you're gonna have that in you from birth. Like, I need you to understand, like, you are perfect the way you are. God didn't make no mistakes on you. Neither did me or your daddy's genes. We ain't make no damn mistakes on you. You're fine. Like, and if anybody has anything negative to say about you, tell them to find me.
Right?
Tell them pay a bill.
Right? Pay a bill or catch a hand. Anyone you want to do, you can do that. Like, we can do it together. Like, don't come for my kids and I won't come for your face.
Okay. For me, I would say, like, all that you guys have said, I agree with. Just letting my daughter know that or son, letting them know that they're beautiful, they're loved, there's nothing wrong with the way that they look, and just let them know, like, people are gonna have opinions. You can't take people's opinions to heart. The only people's opinions that matter are yours alone and God's. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
If they ain't one of the two, they don't matter. And then I'm gonna be their biggest cheerleader. Girl, look at you. Where you going? You going to school? No, you're not. Where you going? Where you going? Right? Hype them up before they leave for school. Give them a cold dress. You're so gorgeous. Oh my God. I can't wait to see your pretty face today. When they get home, you still got it from morning to night. Look at just hype them up all day, every day.
Building on it.
They not gonna hear that. They won't. And unfortunately, kids take the negative more than they take the positive.
Yeah.
So you could say they're beautiful in the morning. By 5 p.m., they don't think they're beautiful because 2 people done said that they wasn't. You know?
Hold on, Janelle. I'm not to bust your bubble. So, like, let's say you send your daughter to school looking one way, right? And she come home, all her barrettes
crazy.
Hair, her clothes is dirty. What you gonna say to that?
Oh, girl, you must have had some fun today. You must have some fun today. What day you played?
What you do today, honey? But then that's how their day was. So what happened? Okay. Well, you still look good. You know that? My girl, let's go clean you up.
Next time we'll go for the sporty look.
You look decent.
You know, I have to do your hair tonight, though, right? All right.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
right?
I gotta redo this again.
Right?
Okay.
Right.
Lucky I love you and you're cute. Right. Go that way.
Exactly. That's it. And I saw this video a while ago, like months ago, where it was like this father who put his daughter in the mirror and he was like, say I'm beautiful. And she was like, I'm beautiful. I'm smart. And so like doing things like that, if you do it over and over and over, your child's gonna get that into their head. So that's also something I'm gonna do too.
All right, guys, any closing remarks?
This was really fun. Just like, have fun doing this with y'all, especially part 2 was like.
Yeah, I think part 2 was kind of fun. Was fun also because we saw a lot about the social media
stuff. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you, our guest stars.
Join in the future again when we do another episode.
Okay.
I think we should really. I'll save that for later.
Okay, guys. So this concludes the rest of our episode. We thank our special guests, the 3 T's, Tiara, Tati, and Tamika, and Holly, who couldn't be here with us for part 2, but we thank her for her wisdom. Guys, I'm sorry. We're gonna be taking a break to revamp Apartment 24 to bring you guys more interesting topics, better content, and different segments. To create a better show for you guys. It's time to bring our creativity forth and do better shows. We won't be gone forever. You can still follow us at Apartment 24 Podcast on Instagram. Make sure you check in for our burning questions and scenarios in which we will begin to post on Fridays. Also, guys, don't be afraid to tell us what you guys would like to hear. We want to hear all types of suggestions. We thank you for your love, your view, and support. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
All right, thanks
Thank
again,
you,
guys.
Bye.